Hello, guys. My name is Vita and I'm from Ukraine. Welcome to my live stream. So today, guys, you have me for 2 hours. I'm completely at your disposal to answer all your questions, okay? And today we're gonna discuss update War 317, okay? For newbies who don't know me still, I would like to share some small video that you have an idea who I am.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. So guys, and as well, I'm excited to let you know about some new great news for guys who probably joined us first time today, that we are starting up a membership on the channel, which will bring more cool features to our live streams. And of course, at the same time, it will help our channel to grow, because that one of the very important goals of our channel, to help you, and of course, to help as much guys as we can, we need to grow. So we will be launching these new features quite soon, and we're gonna update you about this. So guys, topic today, update war day 317. I'm confused already about number of the days. So what I want to tell you, this last week wasn't just full of extraordinary events at the warfields, or like new massive rocket attacks, but still, as you know, Putin announced truce for the celebration time of Orthodox Christmas. But as usually, of course, he lied. Even today, we got all air raid siren at 1:30 p.m. Then many Ukrainians still celebrate Christmas with their relatives, because today is the second day of celebration. Yesterday people used to have some special dinner, family dinner at the family table, and today people start attending guests, visit their relatives, friends, bringing all that special dishes, kutia, to celebrate with close and dearest people. So the same do Russian people, all of them. So actually today is the second day of holiday, but still you see they never keep their promises. So as I also mentioned already yesterday, they made few rocket attacks just at the time of this so-called truce, right? They attacked Kurahovo in Donetsk Oblast and Dnipro. As the head of Lugansk military administration says, Russians never stopped attacks on January 6th. So it was constant fire. So even though they declared, of course, time of silence, this head of military administration of Lugansk Oblast, he also informed that Russian keep stealing Ukrainian kids. For this last time, they delivered 300 kids from Donbass area to Moscow for fake treatment. Like they claim that these kids got serious traumas and injuries, and they need to bring them to Moscow to make kind of treatment, physiotherapy, or whatever. So actually, our government consider these kids to be stolen. But as our military said, we celebrated already, most of us officially on the December 25th. But January 6th, our HIMARSs have the full working day. So for us, work and fight never stop because, our friends never let us actually to relax. So we are fighting and protecting our land. What about Bakhmut? I wanted to mention that Bakhmut is in a very serious fire. Yesterday, January 6th, due to 2 attacks, 2 civilian people were killed and 13 were injured. I will show you later videos how Bakhmut lives now. They shot specifically, by the way, living areas that wasn't military targets, military places, or some infrastructure, just living houses. So 66-year-old man and 61-year-old woman just unfortunately were killed. So about what truth we are talking now, right? What else to add about Bakhmut? Wagner Group withdrawn from Bakhmut, as our soldiers claims, and regular troops came in. So they did some rotation, and that tells us that still there exist, of course, some special deadlines because, soldiers there got the order from Mr. Putin to get Bakhmut and as much as they can by New Year. By New Year, they didn't manage that, although don't forget they are spreading widely in their social networks and in their mass media. Sorry, even their administration that they managed to take some territories, but that all fakes. And about one fake, I will mention a little bit later. So fights there, as our soldiers claim, right now 24/7, just non-stop. Soldiers have like 30 minutes break and then again. So Putin claims he wants negotiations, but we all know already that he says that not because he is generous and kind, but because he is losing at the war field. So we must increase fire, not to cease the fire, right? And everybody, unfortunately, understand this now. Yesterday, also, Russian people actively celebrated the occupation in brackets, the center of Solidar, and actually they told that they got and they took actually the whole city, Solidar, announcing that they announced that and they were declaring that very soon they are going to Kiev because Solidar is already theirs. So that's fake. Whoever, guys, is following, on the map, these war events, just in the war zone, you need to know that that was fake. And our journalist went there and they made even fort just in the center of Solidar near Artem Sol, this very famous factory. And our military says that 95% of Solidar is under control of our forces. And that information is just in another regular fake which we used to hear from them. So that's info just for those who follows war zone events. Some other news, guys, which may interest you regarding latest update. So in January, our soldiers will start learning how to use Patriot systems. Some of them will be sent for these courses to America and some to other countries. They didn't decide still which one, but anyway, the study course will take few months. So we need time to learn how to use them properly and effectively. Also, Finland promises to give Ukraine tanks Leopard 2 but if Europe will approve this decision, of course. USA will provide us with a new help package, probably you already heard about this, including Bradleys, packets for HIMARS, armored cars, MRAP, if I'm not mistaken, and anti-aircraft missiles Sea Sparrow. So actually the military package is really great. Hopefully it will help us. Also want to add about Macron, France president. You know, he sent to us AMI X10 to Ukraine, and Daily Telegraph said that this time Macron really crossed all red lines, so broke all military taboo right now and became one of the first Western leaders who was brave enough to do that. And actually he's signalizing to other Western leaders that it's time to start to give really serious weapon, because next 6-8 months is going to be really tensed. So definitely, as we understand by this action, that he changed his mind already. And if you know, before he was trying to save Putin's face, and probably it was some hope to make kind of agreement with him. Probably some countries hoped that after this war will be over, still some economical connections, some business connections will be okay. But so far, day by day, more and more people all over the world understand that's not probably possible. So thanks God Europe started to understand that it's not enough just to be worried, you know, as we used to hear. We are worried, we are anxious, but unfortunately we can't do that, or we can't do this. So what else I would like to add? Also, they say that the future Russian mobilized soldiers, and you know, this new wave of mobilization will start right now in January. They actually plan to mobilize really huge amount of people. Somebody tells like around 300 soldiers, but it's possible for them to get about 2 million. So that's the amount, really huge. So where will be sent these new mobilized people? Mostly, as they said, they gonna use them in offensive in Donetsk, Kharkiv, and Zaporozhye regions. And also they will be protecting part of Kherson Oblast, which is still occupied, and also Crimea. So, as I said, next 6-8 months will be kind of, you know, last punch. And if Russia will lose this time too, so the governing of Putin will finally collapse, as experts say. We'll see. We'll see. Also, one very good news for our people, for Ukrainian people, but also I guess will be very important for you guys who to know, who communicating with some Ukrainian ladies online. And in regard of topic which we discussed yesterday, because I know some guys asked me, is it really true that Viber, WhatsApp, or Telegram is not working in that region, or in that region, or in that region? So in the main region, still people going to have internet for 10 or 12 hours after switching off the electricity. So we are talking about really a total blackout, for which, by the way, we are getting ready right now. So far, the situation with electricity is much better than before. Really, they gave us time to breathe a little bit, you know, and people a little bit started to relax, because the schedule is more, you know, more loyal, more tolerant, I would say. But still, we have these schedules, and because real frosts are coming, so of course the using of electricity will be increasing. So that's why, and don't forget about rocket attacks, which of course we are going to have in the nearest futures, as always. So that will make some deficit, and we gonna have again these blackouts, hopefully not like really serious for days or for weeks. But anyway, that's a great news, because many special batteries were sent from Europe to the main internet providers in few hottest regions. So let's say for Sumy Oblast, I know that they will provide with these special batteries around 29 main internet providers. So that you know, probably, if your lady in OK region and she tells you she doesn't have internet, it still doesn't work, this option, but soon will be. So you know as well if somebody is lying to you or if it's true. For example, I have a friend who lives in Kherson area, not specifically in Kherson, but in some village under Kherson, not very far from Kherson. So the situation with internet and mobile connection there is still dramatic. In Kherson itself, yes, people can come, if I'm not mistaken, to the center of the city and can have some Wi-Fi or something, but in the villages, no. Just like at specific time, as she said to me, she needs to come to the specific spot to get this connection. Then she can read messages, or she can get calls, or she can make calls like on Viber. But all the rest time, if she's not in that special spot, if you call, you will never reach. So that's just, guys, for you to know, to be aware if some of your ladies in some specific regions that you have latest information. Also, regarding this topic, Kyiv citizens from now can charge their phones for free at the special places at the central railway station. Also, the special stations for charging phones. At the same time, 33 phones can be charged simultaneously. So that's also a very good option if somebody really need that, to work. I saw some photos when even kids came there specially to make their home tasks and sitting, with a laptop and exercise book on their knees and doing home tasks. So even in such conditions, people try to get education and to live normal life. So United Arab Emirates sent already second portion of generators to Ukraine again. And of course, we are very thankful for absolutely every help we are getting right now from any countries. In Bucha, guys, was set up a special place. I will show you also some photos and videos that you can enjoy. So the place to help people who are really in need, where they can come, warm up, and to have some rest, to charge phones as well, and even, to have some warmer communication. So it's a really nice place. I will show you. And that was done under support of Kazakhstan Embassy. So thanks for them for that too. And as you know, Kyiv-Pecherskaya Lavra, they had celebration service for Christmas yesterday. But this service, first time for these many years, were done without any Moscow popes. And as you know, Metropolite Pavel, whom we called Pasha Mercedes, so he came to Lavra, but unfortunately, he wasn't, not unfortunately, but fortunately, I guess, he wasn't let in because a lot of police there, and they are checking all documents of every people, because of every person, because they are afraid of some attacks, maybe some enemy groups, sabotaging groups, right? Or maybe some terrorist or whatever it's possible. We can expect any unpleasant events from the other side, even on such holidays. So photos and videos also I will show you and explain. And the last what I would like to share with you today, I read today the last declaration of Medvedev. Medvedev, Russian guy. And really, I wasn't lazy to translate that for you, word by word. If you let me, I will show you this screen, because I made a screen specially for you that you see that's not my fantasy or something. 1 second. Here it is. Whoever guys understand Russian, at least a little bit, you can read it. And I would like to translate it word by word for you, that you have an idea. So, the hand of the Christian kindness was extended to the Ukrainian at this great holiday, but they rejected it. And I believe that most of our soldiers participating in a special war operation calmly exhaled, like breath out, hearing the refusal of the main Ukrainian clowns, and seized the fire on Christmas. So less problems and craftiness. I'm sorry for people who lost the possibility to go to church, but pigs have no faith and innate sense of gratitude. So they possess only brutal strength and shrilly demand grub from their owners. And it will continue with the Western pig herds. Even the illiterate German granny Barbok and the number of her observants in European pigsty managed to blather about impossibility of a truce. Well, the descendants of the Nazis never spared either people or animals. They are not used to. So, guys, no comments are needed, I guess. Very interesting person. Very interesting person. And the manner of speech, even considering he is a politician, right, and he has some high position, so such words, absolutely dirty words, about European countries, their government, leaders, absolutely inappropriate. So they gave us mercy, they offered us silence at Christmas, but still, as you see, there wasn't any silence, neither yesterday nor today. But still, one of the most important persons in Russian government allows himself to use such phrases that sounds disgusting, really disgusting. But that's fine. And I would like to show you what I prepared for you today, just to see that you have an idea. And then, guys, I will be back for you to answer all your questions, so you can prepare them right now. So this is yurta. You know this. Oh my God, what's wrong with these photos? It's not working. Oh, okay. You see, this is traditional Kazakhstan kind of house, yurta, which was made under support of Kazakhstan embassy, and that was made in Bucha, that people can come, eat, drink, relax, charge phones, and to have a little bit, of peaceful time. So you see, it looks really nice, very, very hospitable, right? Very pleasant to come. And where is the video? I had a video where they cook the food. That was very nice, very pleasant to see. Where is this? Cannot find the video. This is, guys, photos of Shilin yesterday, time of peace, time of tolerance, Christmas time, when I told you two people were killed and 13 were injured. So that's actually the Christianity of our neighbors. About Lavra, here it is. So you see a lot of police here, people coming, and Pasha Mercedes came, but unfortunately he didn't manage to enter. So these doors for him closed already. This place, very strange, but in the center of the Kiev, that was kind of nucleus, of enemies. They collecting different materials, a lot of people with Russian passports, and singing songs about Russian peace. So for now, for now that stopped. For now that stopped. And here it is. I wanted to show you how Mr. Pooh were celebrating Christmas. So see, this is the photo, 2019, in the crowd of people, kids, people, 2019. This is 2020, still a lot of people. This was 2021. You see, not such a big crowd, but kind of around 10 people with him. And here is the video. How was Christmas this year for him?
У Курского вокзала стою я молодой. Подайте Христа ради, червонец золотой. Подайте Христа ради, червонец золотой.
Yeah, guys. So that was, of course, that was a real video, but of course with this funny song about the beggar at the Kursk railway station asking for money, begging for money. So his face expression and the song in combination seems really funny. Yeah, what else, guys? As for photos and videos, I guess everything what I wanted to show you, I already showed you. Here it is, one photo. So that was Kievo-Pecherska Lavra, and you see a lot of people came in for service, but at the same time a lot of military and a lot of police. They're checking documents, checking people. It was very interesting for me to read some public messengers today, how Russian people react on the fact that Pasha Mercedes wasn't allowed to enter Kievo-Pecherska Lavra, so much like them and cursing and wishing like to burn and to get to hell, different absolutely offensive and horrible words and phrases. So these people will never be changed. They even didn't understand why. And a lot of people kept telling that such a horrible event happened in the center of a Russian city, in a Russian church. So they still consider Kiev to be Russian city, Kievo-Pecherska Lavra to be a Russian church. And of course, they are really angry and like have burning minds. So guys, that's all for today about main information, because nothing like extraordinary happens. War keep going, attacks keep going, electricity so far a little bit better, but we expect again internet probably will save the problems and people will have internet, because it's really bad when people don't have internet, when we don't have electricity. First of all, you cannot work, and many people now working distantly, remotely, online. Of course, you cannot make calls, you cannot messaging. It's really difficult to reach each other, and relatives also to know what happened, especially when something like really hot is going on in the air, right? And as well, if we don't have internet, that can be problematic to know about air raid sirens or shelling. So we need to know about that, though already our government made all possible ways to announce it. Even special cars, I told you before, going and signaling like beep, 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 that everybody can know if phone without charge or no internet, or you live quite far and you cannot hear the city sirens. So they try to do that, but internet, of course, we need, because that's very important, and to see what's going on, where specifically. So yeah, You got that was the main ideas, guys. And now I'm ready. I am ready, guys, to see your comments and to answer all your questions as always. Today is Saturday, and of course, I'm very thankful for everybody who came today, who joined my live stream, who found this time and possibility. And actually, hello once again to everybody. What? Tristan, hello. Gregory, hello. Tristan, Merry Christmas, or King's Day, Merry Christmas. And hello, thanks for coming. What? Your question. Vita, I believe Ukraine also contacted the Netherlands for our Leopard seconds that we are leasing from Germany, or to have Germany send theirs. Any info on this that you are aware of? Actually, didn't came across such information, but I will check. I will check properly. So, but actually, the main facts I gathered for you. I know that Poland is ready to give us something, but also they are waiting for some exchange with another European country. So I will let you know then. But regarding Netherlands, probably it was told like before, but so far it's not in the air, you know. But I will check. I will check, and then I will let you know. Okay. Tristan, leopards are already being moved to Ukraine. Probably some of, not all. I know that around 40 leopards are going to be sent to us. We'll see. We really need, because this special time is coming, and this year will be really deciding, like very important. Mhm. Raul, it's America versus Russia war on Ukrainian land. We are not going to discuss this topic here, and not because I don't like this topic, just because you may not like my answer, because my personal idea is absolutely different. I understand that I'm not politician, as I said before, and I can be as a woman, of course, because my feelings and my ideas based more on my emotions, my feelings, right? But I'm analyzing some facts. I have friends, soldiers, who also went to Europe to get some learning courses, how to use new equipment and weapons. I talk to them about, because I hear these questions too often. There is a theory as well, which I heard even from some of my friends, that Russia will anyway win and will take the eastern, southern, and northern part of Ukraine, and Poland or Hungary will split western Ukraine. So for me, that sounds like absolutely idiotic. Absolutely, really. So even guys, I don't mind if you have this idea. You have right for your own opinion. But due to facts which I analyzed and which I get from people who really at the war, not just Telegram channels, I don't see this theory. Of course, we all understand. That Russia should be deleted, or at least weakened. At the arena of the world, organization, because it's not trustworthy. It's not trustworthy to have some economical, political, or war agreements with this country anymore. And I guess everybody understood that. So that's the purpose, I guess, right now already. But if you guys don't read or don't listen just some shit flooding channels, as I call them, sorry for rude word, and analyze how actually the war started, how that was from the beginning, and what's going on right now, any smart person will understand where is the truth. So actually, why then we didn't have all this weapon before war, all this weapon, what we are getting now? Why USA kept declaring that it's just 2, 3, 4 days and Ukraine will be absolutely occupied? It wasn't the matter of if, it was the matter of when Kiev will be occupied by Russian soldiers. And that's why nobody was giving us a really serious weapon. And only Ukrainian nation, I don't know what about politics, details, but I know that Ukrainian nations and Ukrainian people gathered together and they start to fight like never before anybody could expect. And 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and further and further and further. And then the situation, the scenario was absolutely difficult. So if you analyze even these facts, you will understand that if, of course, we all understand what's going on, of course, but still, some facts absolutely against this theory, and I absolutely don't want to hear the theory that Russia will take, and anyway, that will be kind of agreement that Russia will take eastern, southern, and northern part, and to hear that Poland will take western Ukraine. That sounds so ridiculous for me that really I can laugh from that. Absolutely. So we are not going to discuss. I gave you just my idea. You can stay with your idea, but we have what we have. Anyway. And of course, due to all facts, I will add this last, my personal opinion, due to all facts, due to currency of this war, how it goes, you all see the real face and the real nature right now, not only of Russian government, but also the nature, the inner world and psychology, mentality of Russian ordinary people. Personally, I don't want to have such neighbors, no matter what. So I guess we need to build huge wall, and they need to be kind of, pinned. That they don't even have this idea in their crazy heads. Never again, no matter regarding Ukraine, regarding Poland, regarding Czech Republic, regarding Estonia, Lithuania, Kazakhstan, by the way, Azerbaijan, by the way, now some news in the air that they are starting to, because Azerbaijan supporting us, very much. And now it's in the air some news that something will be going on in Azerbaijan too. So nobody wants to live next to Russia anymore, and nobody wants to have some connections with Russia anymore, because you can never trust them anymore. It's like I gave you the word and I take the word. We are playing, we agree about rules at the beginning, but during playing, I said, I'm changing the rules. Why? Because I just want to do that. That's it. So who normal person or normal country will still hope to have trustworthy and some guarantees working with them, interacting with them, having some economical agreements, gas, electricity, whatever? So we need to cut already this what's the name, want the babies when the woman giving birth to child, and then doctors cut this pipe connecting mom and baby. I knew the word, but I forget. But you understand what I mean. We need to cut that. All Europe must be independent and not dependent on them, on their gas, on their rules, on their decisions, no matter what. So they can do whatever they want in Siberia, how they want. By the way, they were planning to freeze Ukraine for New Year and for this winter, actually. And I saw absolutely awful program about what happened in Yakutia, like just for New Year. That's horrible to see. That's horrible to see. It was minus 50 or even more, minus 53 or 57 degrees outside, and all the pipes unfrozen in buildings, in houses, and people just freezing. You can imagine such a temperature, and government didn't anything. So they are going to freeze not only Ukrainians, but their own people. And of course, because that's Yakutia and not St. Petersburg, right? Not Rostov, not Moscow. Nobody is going to worry about that. So it wasn't even one day. It was more than 3 days, and people lived in such conditions. If I will find next time, I will show you huge icy constructions just inside of the apartments. I cannot imagine how people survived in that temperature. That's horrible. So they don't care about their own people. So what we can expect about neighbors or economical partners or whatever. So you know my opinion. John, I'm sorry this is happening in your country. Yeah, we are sorry, and thanks, guys, for being sorry and for your understanding and patience and cooperation and any kind of help, because that's what we really need. Sorry. John, support from the UK. Absolutely, of course, absolutely. I guess you were not at our live stream at New Year where I showed guys video clip, musical clip video with Boris Johnson. That was fun, and I hope you would like that too. But unfortunately, I don't have that now to show you. Lee F. Jamieson, nice to see smart, intelligent, and beautiful Vita this morning. Thanks for nice and pleasant words. Thanks, guys. You make my days, really. Thanks. Dale, hello. Thanks for joining. John, yeah, disgusting Russian lies. Absolutely. And you see, they were lying from the first day. We are not going to occupy the whole Ukraine. We are not going to attack Kiev. We are not going to shoot on Christmas time. We are not going to use rockets. We are not going, and keep doing. That's like already needs to be insane to believe them and to trust what they are talking about. By the way, today, is it a second Christmas day? You know, I have a girlfriend, lady, aged lady in Kharkiv. I really love her as a friend. You know, she has a lot of dogs, and I'm really sorry for what she survived and keeps surviving in Kharkiv. Really, she lives in a small private house, you know, and she has a lot of animals, like 10 animals, cats and dogs, and all bombings, all rocket attacks, all shillings we survived with her, you know, online. Like, are you alive? Are you alive? What's going on? Is it far from you? Like, she's explaining me at night, going to shelter. So that was horrible. But still, the person from Soviet Union time, and still sometimes irritating me, you know. She sent me today some postcard, like on Viber, you know, congratulating me with the Christmas, and on the picture was Moscow sparkling, all this Vasily church, you know, big cathedral sparkling, and I see it was taken from some Russian resource like Рождение Rule, something like that. Oh my God, you know, I'm blushed already. Why people so crazy? You are being bombed day by day, 10 months, and you keep sending me such a shit. Sorry, I cannot understand that. Unfortunately, some people still have this mentality. For me, that's not understandable. I even couldn't find words, you know, to reply her. I said, thanks, like, happy Christmas for you too. I wanted to tell her about this Christmas postcard because that was even inappropriate. Oh my God, why you send me sparkling Moscow? Burning Moscow can be okay, but not sparkling. You see. What Medvedev must been high from sniffing glue. Absolutely, absolutely. When he typed that, coming off like he was doing Ukraine a favor, but we all know they wanted a ceasefire to resupply, absolutely, and reposition the orc invaders. Absolutely, yes. We all know why they asked for that and why they did that. So if he was sincere in his words, he would have had the invaders withdrawn from Ukraine before 24th of December. Yeah, so they knew that Ukraine, at least part of Ukraine, and I believe year by year, more and more people will start celebrating European Christmas with all the rest of the world, like December 24th, 25th, right? And he knew that. And you know what he have done on New Year night? All night Kiev was bombed, and not only Kiev. We specifically had air raid sirens starting from 12:30 a.m. up to 5 a.m. So something puzzle is not fitting, you know. Tristan, you are absolutely right. What and good morning to all Borsch Brotherhood. Borsch Brotherhood, yeah, yeah. But what Vita still a celebration with the means possible. Yes, of course, of course, of course. People celebrate, and I got a lot of. I don't know even. I need to count. When I got more congratulations on December 24th or yesterday or today, but like 50-50, really. Of course, still a lot of people because all their lives they were, celebrating the same date. And it's difficult to change it in their minds because some people think holidays and religion are out of politics, right? Still, but we need time to rebuild this mentality as well. And of course, younger generation, they will be different holidays, different language, different mentality. So you understand what I mean. But what he looks unhappy in the 2020. Yeah, he looks really miserable even on 2020 already. But see how he looks this time and this song and such a unhappy face. Unhappy in 2021. Yeah. John Blue, hahaha. I guess that when you heard the video. Yeah, because the video was combination of his face expression being lonely in church. Some Russian people actually were very offended by this action, right? Because they couldn't understand why he came absolutely alone to the church, not with people being together. And some suppose that probably he built a special church in his bunker right now. So it's also interesting. What? Yeah, alone. He's paranoid and looks so unhappy. Yeah. John, is it possible to mail Christmas gifts to Ukraine or items that you are short of? Yes, guys, post is working, of course. Post is working if you have some ladies and you want to help with something, with lanterns, with some canned food, some sweets for kids, some warm stuff, some special candles, probably some batteries or accumulators. Of course, if you have some ladies you really want to help, everything is working. And do you know this AliExpress and Joom, these famous Chinese platforms for buying? You can order even things from there now, and they say people who order things and stuff from there, they say never before the parcels were coming so fast, like just 3 weeks and they are already here. Before it could take more than 1 month. Right now it's very fast. I don't know what they made it specially, but you understand. Yeah, post is working. Just when you send to somebody, be very careful with information on this parcel. Absolutely necessary to give English variant, to give Ukrainian variant, and always mention the phone number of recipient, right? And of course of you, who is the sender, and always try to get the number, because I had some problems, not now, but a couple of years ago, with the post which is missed express. They lost parcel, and they absolutely were useless and helpless to help and to tell where this parcel for more than 6 months. And then finally they found and managed to send it, but can be problem. Right now people send a lot of things, so you're welcome to help your girls if you have this desire. Of course, maybe not to Makeyevka, not to the hottest spots like in Lugansk, Donetsk area, but even still there. So yes, you're welcome to help people. John Blue, Russia will lose this war. Every phrase I'm hearing this from other people gives me hope, gives me hope and feeling. We all theoretically understand. I couldn't believe something like this would happen, but I cannot believe also that they can win, because anyway, we have to win, guys. We have to win. That's our obligation, not only to save Ukraine, but to save other closest European countries from this maniac. Because if he will be managed to occupy Ukraine, he will never stop. Believe me. Just listen their TV programs, their TV shows. They constantly keep talking about Warsaw, Prague, other cities. They keep telling that the next step, yeah, they of course keep telling, but I believe it's in their mind, and we need to stop this evil, really. Tristan, I have friends in Georgia, and they are petrified at the same idea of re-invasion by Russians. Yes. That's also in Caucasus right now. Also will be something. Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia can be, absolutely, especially countries which support Ukraine. So just we can hope that they don't have enough forces, to spread them too much, to open another war. But still, some unpleasant things they can do. Yeah, John, umbilical cord. Absolutely, yes. I remember the word cord, but another one I forgot. Yes, but you understand what I mean. Yeah. Cord. Yeah, George. Thanks. Yeah. Guys, thanks. Umbilical cord. Thanks. Now I will know. I will remember. Thanks. John, your words are very powerful. Yeah, I'm trying to give my energy for victory, for stopping this blood, these awful events, and just to stop this. I wish none of the countries all over the world would suffer from war, from sirens, from starvation, from lack of basic human needs like electricity, water, and everything. By the way, I was preparing some photos for you, how civilian people live in Bakhmut, but I cannot understand where. Juan, Texas, hello, thanks for joining us, and I see you made a donation. Thanks. That's what we really need, guys, because it's almost the middle of the month. Please don't forget, who has the chance, possibility, comfort, up to your budget, no matter how much you can be $2, can be $5, how much it's comfortable for you. But don't forget, we need to survive. And if you like our project, if you like our channel, and you want our girls to keep streaming for you, so please do it, at least up to your possibilities and desires, of course. So Juan, thanks a lot. Thanks for Texas. Jack, hello, hello, hello. The orcs are totally screwed, which is why they are going to pull something, some kind of trick, some kind of maneuver in the Baltic states, yes, or to clinic, read the gap, read the gap. The last of your statement I didn't understand. In the Baltic states, over the clinic, read the gap. I agree absolutely with you that we can expect some maneuvers and special tricks from them. But about clinic read the gap, I didn't get. Jack, sorry. Sorry, maybe I confused something. Jack, Putin body armor with plates on his chest. Yes, yes, yes. You can saw that on some videos. Yes, you can clearly see it when you analyze the video. Yes, the man is afraid, and he should be, of course. 50 square meter or 50 M2A2 or A3 Bradleys with 25 millimeter def guns and Tau missile launcher. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. We really need. And I hope, guys, one day, hopefully this year, we're gonna celebrate with you, me and you together here. I hope a lot of people, we're gonna drink some champagne, we're gonna watch some really nice videos, remember all the moments, and we all are really waiting for this moment, really waiting. I just keep visualizing, this day, but I really don't have any idea how that can happen right now. But Second World War finished somehow, so this one should be finished too. I wish just not so many people died and not so many of our soldiers. John, I can feel the passion behind your words. Thank you. Yes, thank you too for noticing and appreciate that. Jack, the orcs are absolutely screwed these tracked vehicles. They are unbelievable death machines. They announced, okay, M2A2, yeah, but they are shipping into a 3, which is the latest version with additional thermal. Yeah, and I know this France is going to give, which we mentioned, like really lethal weapon, like really strong weapon. And we'll see, hopefully. And you see what I like, that our guys, our soldiers really use them all really effectively, not wasting, not just shooting somewhere in the air. So you see, like every shoot practically in the specific target. So we are not playing with that. We understand how much that cost. Not like, let's say, Sumy region. If you see the targets of their shilling day by day, you will be surprised. The biggest, and the most frequent targets: hospitals, schools, kindergarten, mentally insane asylum, farms, garages, fields, supermarkets, libraries, houses of culture, even cemeteries, graves. So, absolutely military infrastructure, private houses, factory for producing bread, chicken factories, cows factories, farming places. That's, first of all, horrible towards civilian people, and that's absolutely stupid use of $1 billion. So if we count how much the packet cost or the rocket cost, and if it's flying just in the field, okay, what's the result? Thanks God they are doing like sometimes in the field or in the air, but absolutely not wise use. So I see that our military doing that in absolutely different way, absolutely. And you see now, by the way, the amount of Russian soldiers which stayed here forever already past 110,000 people. So day by day, really huge amount. So you see probably what happened in Makeivka. Ooh, ooh, hundreds of people, and some of them, of course, trying to put the responsibility on some generals who were idiotic to place just newly mobilized people, around 1,000 people, in such a building, which obviously could be the target. And there are some other buildings with basements, but they will prefer, so they don't care even about their people. They don't care. But the more the better for us anyway. The sooner this war will be finishing. Jack, and a month or so after the ground freezes and equipment arrives, Ukraine will take back much territory, but the Orsk are going to pull something from Belarus. The majority of staging is in Belarus. Yeah, we know this. We are preparing. It's not a surprise for our military administration. We are waiting for guests, but of course we don't want them here, and that make civilian people panic, of course, especially northern parts, Kiev, Volyn, Rivne, Lutsk. These territories are in danger, but we'll see. We believe in our ZSU, military forces of Ukraine right now. What? YouTube blocked your other message. Oh my god. What you texted there? I didn't get, guys, because I didn't see any inappropriate messages from you. So why they were blocked? No idea. In any case, in any case, I can't give you the link on the Match Guarantee channel as I am not a moderator here. I can give you the link on the Ukraine dating channel, though it is streaming on multiple platforms. Okay. Jack, Vita, NATO and the West and the USA are in this to win. Yes, absolutely. In the orcs are Torst, and Putin knows it. Yeah. But he will hang on to the bitter end, and that will come later this summer or fall. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna survive till that time. Hopefully, because when I hear like 6-8 months or probably couple of years more, like some people predict, I say like, oh my god, 2 more years. Oh, of course we have no way out. We have to survive that, and I hope we will manage as many people as possible. Of course, I wish the less people died and killed at the war zone and civilian peoples, but yeah. John, I would love to visit Ukraine for sure. You're welcome, but not right now. Not right now, when everything is good, calm. By the way, a new application was announced. I read about that today, about roads which are full or can be dangerous with explosive stuff. Because, guys, even Sumy region or Kharkiv region, like the occupied areas, they are still of explosion stuff, different kind of weapons, rockets, bombs, mines, everything hidden. And of course, still a lot of people, just civilian people, who go into the forest, who stopped at the side of the road, some electricians, some internet guys who is providing internet, and they're going to some areas between cities or between villages, still keep being killed, dying from these traumas and just from explosions. That's why when people try to start to travel more and more, more and more, more and more. Anyway, this special application you can download to see the most dangerous areas, regions with such explosions on the roads where you should be careful. But how you can be careful? Just better not to travel, I guess, in such areas right now. John, I am new to this channel and I'm really moved by today's live stream. That's very nice. That's very nice. Very nice. We are very happy if you like it. So join to us every day. My live streams go in every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Due to the last weeks, Friday, like 9 a.m., no, 11 a.m. Eastern, Saturday, Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern. So if nothing happens, tomorrow, guys, I will be streaming same time like today, 9 a.m. Eastern. So hopefully no dramas with electricity, no change in the schedule right now. So tomorrow I will be waiting whoever want and can join my live stream. Everarda, hello, morning. Thanks for coming for our live stream. And other girls, yeah, if you go to main channel, you can see other girls also streaming like every day at different random times. So if you like, if you want to watch some, and then you don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to hit the bell, and then YouTube will give you notification all the time whenever we are going live, which girls you like to watch, to listen. So you're always welcome, okay? We are here discussing not only dating, you see, dating issues, how not to be scammed by Ukrainian ladies, how to be a good boyfriend and partner for Ukrainian ladies, how to win her heart, but also you see current event about what's going on regarding war. So I guess you will find a lot of interesting information. But what, Vita, just YouTube being YouTube. Yeah, you can't use certain words or phrases or they will block the message from appearing. That's what happened with me on some veterinary group on Facebook. Oh my God, I was so angry. But that was my fault because I forget that they don't let to give recommendations, specific recommendations about specific medications, only if you're a veterinary doctor. And I gave advice about something and then I was blocked. I was so furious. I couldn't understand why they block me because I didn't advise anything. But you know, if I know that is something really working, and that's not always like traditional medication, you know, I will always share to help. But unfortunately, Facebook always also blocks me from time to time. Juan, Vita the brain, darn it. Despite having all notifications turned on, I don't get any. Really? We're gonna make penalty to YouTube. Why they are not working? I also see some confusion with notifications. But anyway, guys, I know that you watched girls' live streams and you almost know already their schedule. So I guess it's difficult to miss, right? So, and if you want specifically like today, you know, for example, that you want to see Jana stream, you can always go to the channel and you can see her upcoming video, right? That it will be soon and what time it will be and topic. So that's also one of the way not to miss it if you want it live, not in a record, or just hope that YouTube notification will not betray us, right? Austin James, hello, thanks for joining. Unfortunately, because of this conflict, Ukraine has gone at least 30-50 years behind in every aspect. Absolutely not agree with that. Absolutely. Yeah, we have ruined infrastructure, we have ruined civilian infrastructure, a lot of polluted areas. Damages are really huge. Damages and losses really huge. But I believe in the better future for Ukraine when this war stops finally. One day it will happen. And I believe a lot of investors, a lot of people would like to help Ukraine to rebuild everything or to build something new. So I don't think we're back for 30, 50 years behind. No, that's impossible. That's impossible. Even now, being in such a bad conditions, living conditions, when economy is going down, when the dollar is so high, when the prices are huge, absolutely lack of job. People are they're not quitting, but they're losing job actually, especially budget positions, governmental positions. But I still see that in some aspects we live even better than some other countries, and even Russia. And even Russia. By the way, what I wanted to tell you. Sorry, guys, I have problems with my back, so for me it's a little bit painful to sit for 2 hours, so I need to move somehow. Don't think it's strange. I need to change position. So my friend, I told you, lives in Russia, and her phone was broken. Absolutely. So she decided to buy iPhone. So we were discussing with her what phone is better to take, and she decided to take iPhone. So finally, she took this iPhone. And guys, for 4 days, I couldn't reach her. We couldn't contact with her because she couldn't absolutely set up Apple ID. She couldn't set up Viber, she couldn't set up Telegram, she couldn't set up WhatsApp, and what's the main? She couldn't set up her bank Sberbank application. Like, probably who is dealing with Ukrainian girls communicating, we have this private 24 bank, and we all have application on phone, how you can get money immediately, even from abroad, or you can exchange money, or you can do any operations just online, having this application on the phone. 4 days it took her to set up all the functions. And you know why? I couldn't understand what's the problem there. But she said, because we are under sanctions right now, iPhone itself made all Russian applications under sanctions. So she just couldn't set it up for 3 days. She needed to find some hackers, some people who can really help her to install of that. She said, can you understand? I cannot live without bank application, right? I said, why when you bought this iPhone, why shop assistants didn't explain you what's going on with iPhones in Russia right now? Why they didn't help you? She said they don't have right even to open the box. So they just open, show, and they don't have right to touch the phone and to switch it on. So you are doing with your hands, and all these Russian applications under sanctions. That's, guys, the story not from internet, from the real person, which I talked yesterday. And finally, she texted me on WhatsApp that finally she got everything set up, but it really took a lot of time and a lot of efforts. She needed really to go to special people, like who are kind of hackers, who managed to install all this. So you see, we can have iPhones. So who is back 30, 50 years in all aspects? I told a couple of live streams also that they cannot buy cheese like Door Blue, like some other products, parts, cars, parts for internet. I don't think we are back for 35 years. Yes, we are in hard conditions, but I will think that will be changed and rebuilt quite fast after war. Juan, hello. Mm, Kavs Johnson, hello, thanks for joining. Do you think most people in Donetsk will accept Ukrainian liberation? Why does it seem like Ukrainians there support Russia? I don't think absolutely. As I told before, people who are waiting for Ukraine, who consider themselves to be Ukrainians and who consider that part to be still Ukraine, they moved out. That's absolutely. You can be sure. All the rest who stayed there and who were there for all these years, they are supporting Russia and Russian world. So they want to be a part of Russian. I believe those territories like Lugansk and Donetsk, which were occupied since 2014, they are not waiting for Ukraine. But that's the territory of Ukraine and legal territories. And a lot of people who moved out, they still, like, who consider themselves Ukrainians, they still dreaming to come back to that territory because they still have some property, some relatives. So a lot of people want to get back there, but only when Ukraine will be there. So I don't think, honestly, that most people in Donetsk will accept Ukraine liberation. Some of them will do that from fear, of course. Some of them will do that because they won't have any way out if they want to live and to stay there in their own houses, if they have some business there. Like some of them, I believe, will move to Russia, to some other areas. And of course, some people will take it. We are not going to force anyone who don't want to be the part of Ukraine. The door is always open. So we never keep people forcefully and enforce them to love Ukraine, to be Ukrainians, to get Ukrainian passports. So I know a lot of people from Donetsk area whom I helped to move to Europe. And I know I talked to them. They are dreaming that the territory will be deoccupied and finally they will come back to their territories because millions of people spread all over Ukraine and Europe. They moved out of there, but they still consider that region their motherland, their homeland, and they want and they dream to get back there. That's understandable. But people who stay there, I believe they, of course, more Russian followers. Otherwise, why they stay there? That's obvious. That's natural. That's natural. So part of them will go out, part of them will take and will say, okay, because here I lived all these years and I want to continue to live. Doesn't matter under whose control, right? Or under whose governing. Ukraine, Russia. So these people like really don't care. They care only about how to earn, to have something to eat, and to have their houses, or to save their business. So they really don't care. There are some percentage of such people too, as well. So don't forget about that. So you get the idea. So I don't think who wanted, they moved out already. But we'll see what will be the situation. But I think a lot of people will go out of there. And of course, there will be investigations, people who helped Russians to invade, who were fighting on the side of Russians, who were spreading propaganda, who were supporting them in some bad things, because collaborants, right? The words. Even here in our region, though even Russian claims that Sumy region is, and Sumy city itself is the most Bandera city. They hate Sumy. For understandable reasons. Though we were Russian speaking people here all this life. But still, and we still keep finding collaborators, people who were assisting them even in March, February, April, who were giving them position of our militaries, who were giving them information about guys from territorial protection groups, who were giving them names and information of guys who went to fight as volunteer soldiers in 2014 for Donetsk and Lugansk Oblast. So they were selling actually that information. They were giving them food, they were giving them shelter, they were giving them fuel, and they were showing them who is in the village, for example, against Russia, against Russian occupation. So a lot of people, civilian people, were killed by direction, by guidance of such people, like, let's say, governor of some village or some village region or something, you understand, like the chief. Such people keep being found, and they all, of course, will be punished because they did really a lot of evil and they really helped them a lot at that time. So I guess in Donetsk and Lugansk Oblast, lots of people will be like this. So, but we'll see. Guys, we have 40 minutes with you. Infosika 007. James Bond. Finally. I thought from where? I remember this 007. Hello, Vita, you're looking very nice today. Thanks, with the red lipstick. It's not red, it's more orange. Yeah, I have red and or purple blouse or something, but my lipstick is not red. It's more like peach color or apricot color, not red. So you're either not attentive or the light is too bad. So I asked Jana if she would wear red lipstick, and she said no, she does not. I was a bit shocked about that. Why? Because I also don't use much, like just specifically red, lipstick, because I look very specifically like too much, like wishes with red. It's too bright for my appearance. I guess for Jana too, because I see Jana don't use too much makeup, right? She's more natural beauty. So sometimes red lipstick can be like provoking, evoking some special feelings. That's why you can use that or wear that just for special party, but not in public, not in the daytime. But so I don't have red lipstick today. You're mistaken. Juan Vita, do we think the ceasefire is just a ploy for Russia to get a better tactical advantage? Absolutely. Yes. We discussed it already today, right? Just for repositioning, just for bringing some more forces, just to have some break, because of course our military don't give them too much break there. We also have huge losses, unfortunately. But that was done intentionally. You see, no ceasefire was made. No ceasefire. So it's good we are sending tactical vehicles to assist Ukraine. Yes, we are really happy and we are really, like thankful, because we really need that. Not for enjoyment, but just for final attack, I guess, which we are going to have next 6 months. What? Because after Holodomor, a lot of Russians moved into that region. Many Ukrainians that came home found Russians in their houses. Absolutely, yes. And kicked them out. I think it was a way for Russians to steal. Yes. Austin, hello. I'm literally scared and hoping to God that Ukraine should not become like Afghanistan. There will be a lot of terrorism scenario in Ukraine after this war, and the sole responsible for this will be US. mm, that won't happen. That won't happen. I don't think that we're gonna become second Afghanistan. Afghanistan is absolutely different country. Probably we're gonna become kind of Israel. So we're gonna become war country because since then we never can be relaxed. I guess we need to build some real and serious constructions through the all borderlines. That's for sure. We're gonna have like regular troops all over the border control. We're gonna start studying, I guess, special military subject at schools. That's for sure. When guys and even girls will be taught to shoot, to give first medical aid, to save people, I think that will be developed very much. And of course, our military will be on another level. And since then, we always will be expecting something. So we always will be on duty. We never can relax. As for Afghanistan, I don't think so. But as for Israel, I don't mean on the level of economical or same level of military like Israel have, but I mean like theoretically kind of war country who is in constant possible war conflict. When all citizens are aware what to do, how to shoot, how to give medical aid. So that is possible. As for terrorists, that can happen everywhere, all over the world, all over the world. So let's see. InfoSeeker, tomorrow is Sunday. Thanks for letting us know, InfoSeeker. I try to sleep in on Sunday till around 11, sometimes even 12 noon. Okay, so we are not waiting for you tomorrow, but you're welcome. If you wake up just for a cup of coffee, you can join always. We will be here. What? My assumption is that those from that region that support Russian are descendants of the Russians that came to live there after Holodomor. Some of them, of course, some of them, yes, some of them, but also still a lot of like pure Ukrainian people still. Some changed their mind, some decided that Russia is better than Ukrainians. Also, a lot of political issues around this region. Also, before war, I didn't understand some moments, some main points probably, because we were not involved too much. But yeah, some part, of course, descendants, yeah. Austin, US has thrown Ukraine into this war by pushing Russia's tolerance too much. I don't know if you joined our live stream just recently or you watch it since beginning. We already discussed this topic, so probably you heard my opinion about that. But I'm sorry for this question. Who is Russia to ask for their tolerance? King of the world? We don't need Russian tolerance anymore. They are not deciding. What means tolerance? Nobody is going to do something here. Nobody was going to attack Russia. That's all bullshit, which we heard already and eaten up to here. All these stories about biolaboratories, about contagious disease in our geese, in our pigeons, all that fairy tales. Absolutely fake. Absolutely fake. So I'm not going to discuss that. And I don't think that we need to ask Russia for mercy or for the tolerance. It's the same partner of the World Organization, equal partner. There is nothing like we understand, of course, America, China, Russia, the mayor. players on this arena, right? We all understand that. But we are independent country. We didn't touch anybody. We didn't pretend for somebody's territory. We were not going to attack somebody. We gave all our nuclear weapon to this fucking country. And by the way, you know the system Satana? Ukraine since 2006 were providing all the repair and all the service for these systems. Today, we stopped this agreement. I was wondering why it's only right now, but right now this agreement is broken, so we are not serving Satana. So how they are going to deal with this, I don't know. But anyway, Ukraine is not repairing, fixing, or providing the service for this nuclear, I guess, right? Satana. So Juan, Vita the Brain, hopefully we will also send personnel to train Ukrainian military how to properly use the platforms and systems. The USA Bradleys can be tank killers with proper setup. Yes, I read about this yesterday. Yes, today, sorry. Very interesting equipment. Yeah. Juan, Vita, I have no doubt a few countries will want to invest in rebuilding of Ukraine. My only concern is they will want an unfair return on investment. It's all about leverage quant. That's we all understand. But if we want to live, we have to sacrifice something, right? Or victimize. We don't have other way out. So anyway, otherwise, as of course, was said correctly, we really gonna be like 30, 50 years behind. That's true, because just by ourselves, just ruins will stay here. Yeah, of course, we need this financial help for rebuilding and for refreshing, for remodernization, a lot of things here which were demolished. So, guys, around 25 minutes we have. Yes, Juan, I absolutely agree. Some countries will use their rebuilding as an opportunity to increase their country's or personal wealth. Yes, that's true. That's true. Tom, hello. Hi, dear Vita and gentlemen. Hello. Thanks for joining. I anyway think that the Ukraine will have another reputation and another story after this war. Anyway, at least respect for our bravery and for our being to unite, to survive, to support each other, to help each other to survive in such conditions. Anyway, I think the rest of the world will look at Ukraine a little from a different angle, right? From different sides, not like before. Of course, we still have specific different people who are coming to Europe and who are behaving there in absolutely inappropriate way. And I personally really sorry for them, and I really want to apologize for such people, because I know a lot of people. I have some friend, even kind of relative, distant relative, but still. I told you, I brought him to Germany. He got his status of refugee, and he was very angry that he didn't get social help in time, and he made such a conflict with the employees of this job center, and he sent me like screens of his conversation, and I was shocked. And I said, who are you? Sorry, who are you to demand these people money and social help? That was your decision to go there, your personal. They are not owing you. Okay, they have this law right now, they help people, they support, but you don't have any right to demand, any right. Be thankful for shelter, for white sheets on your bed, for warmth, for coffee, for breakfast, for giving you possibility to live with electricity, water, to have normal food, not to work, not to think about survival, right? So be thankful. They're not owing you. You're nothing there, actually. I cannot understand it. And that was my speech to him. And I said, I really hate such people like you who came to Europe and demand something. That remind me also some nationalities. I wouldn't tell that, but I guess people will understand me. Refugees who came to European countries and start to demand and start to demand some special rights, some special conditions. I never could understand that. If you don't like here, guys, welcome to your motherland. Please take your shitty luggage and go. Nobody is owing you. So for me personally, that's not understandable. And I'm sorry for that people. If you meet such people, not grateful, not thankful, and not appreciating the help and support. So I really personally sorry for that. But we have what we have, of course. Every nation has good and bad people. Just I'm happy that we have more good people, but still some heroes too. Yeah. Jack, Russia has no military answer for HIMARS or Bradleys with TOW missiles and 25mm death guns on an auto turret. These are seriously badass armored track death machines. Will drive to Mariupol. Yo-ho! Waiting. Mhm. One. They will need to run mine sweepers ahead of the Bradley and other vehicles. Yes, it could be a slow push. Yeah, depends on how many mines Russians planted. A lot of. If we talk about our region was deoccupied in the middle of April. Just count. 8 months, 9 months ago. Every day, every single day, we got statistic how many explosive stuff or mines or things, different kind of things like that, found and neutralized and special places still. They were here less than 2 months. Can you imagine the level of the scale of pollution of the territory? For many years ahead, we can forget about going to the forest for mushrooms, for some picnics. Some areas can be safe, yes, and we know if the territory is safe already and clean, but still it's very dangerous. As I said, day by day, people step on the mines, got traumas, being killed. That's really dangerous. From Kherson region, oh my God, every centimeter they planted these mines, every centimeter, everywhere. They put it even in cupboards and put some small kittens inside, and kittens start to meow. And of course, the first desire of every adequate person to help, open the door, and boom, they put it in toys, in dolls, in mobile phones, in furniture, everywhere where it's possible. So that will take years to clean up the territories, really. And I believe still, even when it will be more or less clean, we're going to have these tragical cases when people just step on the mines or found mines, or, you understand what I mean. But what? Schedules, okay. Jack, Happy New Year, gentlemen. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'm out. Got to go. Thank you, Vita. God bless you. Thanks. All will be well. Worry, not face, not fear. Light always dispels the darkness. Yeah, thanks. Wish you also nice weekends and nice rest of the day. Mhm. Mhm. It's about politics in the. Sorry, guys, I need to do like that. It's about politics. The UN wanted to do something. Russia did not want to do it. So wherefore, my starting a skirmish, the UN had no rights to do what they wanted to do. Didn't get anything. Absolutely. Any idea what you want to tell about this? To tell here? I didn't understand the main idea. Yeah, of course it's all about politics. This I understood. We all already know, of course, and we never will know the truth for 100%. Always will be some hidden secrets, some hidden facts from us, because we don't have right to know some things, right? And anyway, we understand what's going on, but but Austin. Recently, Zelensky asked Prime Minister of India for help. Would Ukraine accept if India intervene and help Ukrainian Russia in drafting a neutral peace plan? I have heard Ukrainian upset with Indian government. We are not absolutely, I'm sure, and I can give you 100% right now. I don't know later, but right now we are not into any peace plan. No. And I explained already many times. It's not possible to make any peace plan or agreement with Russia. It's like the same when you try to agree with terrorists. And you know how it always ends. If we make some peaceful plan or agree for something, that will be the trap, and that will be real end of Ukraine. So far, no Zelensky and no just ordinary people will agree for any neutral peace plan. Anyway, they have conditions for which we cannot agree. Because this country is bigger and because they hate us, we don't need to let them do the same things even in the future, not only with Ukraine, but with the rest of the country, rest of the world. Because you see, these people right now try to blackmail all the rest of the world. They even show like fees to America. Real clowns. They show that they tell, I read in some publics that their satana will have enough power to fly up to Washington or something. Like crazy people, crazy people. But we never know what in the sick mind, you know. It's like to agree with a maniac to be halfly raped or to be softly raped or to be severely raped, you know, and finally you will be raped, finally, no matter what kind of agreement you're gonna make with the raper, with the maniac, right? So it's anyway not for us. No peaceful, no peace plan, no peaceful agreement. In Fosika, I have a video that shows USA representatives tells him the president that they would back him to make sure that everything would be okay, and this is back in 2016. Tell whom? In Fosika, you are telling with enigmas, with secrets. because messages are coming, and that in regard of what specifically you told, sometimes it's difficult for me, to follow what I have told, like maybe 10 minutes ago. Tom, I talked to my friend in Kiev. She said there were still rockets. Where and when? If I'm not mistaken, today or yesterday were not rocket attacks to Kiev. If you are talking about this, if you're talking about this. Klaus Johnson, I get in arguments often with pro-Russian supporters. They keep saying Ukraine has been bombing Donbass for 8 years. But isn't it true that if Russia never invaded in 2014, it would not have happened? If we never bombed Donbass, oh my God, that's like already meme, like we are telling to kids. We never bombed Donbass. This Russian green small people, how we call them, зеленые человечки, like elves, green elves. They are bombing their Donbass even right now. These idiots telling that we are bombing. You think really civilian people sometimes can differentiate? If you listen to real people who lived in Donbass and who moved from there, you will hear absolutely different stories. Absolutely. If they didn't invade Donbass, of course, I hope this war wouldn't happen. So that was the first step. That was the first stage for preparation next war. Like kind of, we need to protect our Russian people who are suffering there. Suffering from what? You see, I'm absolutely Russian speaking people. Even now, though I am absolutely excellent, understand everything in Ukrainian. Ukrainian is my second language. For me, that's no difference to watch movie in Ukrainian or in Russian. I'm grammatically literate person. I don't make almost never mistakes. I can write in Ukrainian, I can read, I can talk. By the way, my job is connected mostly with people from Western Ukraine, and 99% of the day I'm speaking Ukrainian language. But my native language is Russian. You think I was suffering here, or somebody didn't let me to speak Russian or something? That's all bullshit. Just excuses, just reasons for stupid, ignorant people who just gulp this blood, and then transform it into some fantasies, and then vomit that again into space. If you read what they text in their publics, oh my God, oh my God. Guys, 10 minutes. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, absolutely. That's the word you use right now with a gap. What I want to use, like in 100% talking about this country. Probably my favorite word right now. Sometimes I can't help using this word. They lie about everything. They lie about everything. And by the way, church, which is the most disgusting part, in many regions of Ukraine were Russian world followers, supporters, and they really brought a lot of propaganda at their services, and they kept a lot of specific materials, like they were preparing something. It's not like our police or SBU right now make these all investigations and looking for something in churches, monasteries, and these, special religious places. No, that's not joke. That's because we know what's going on there. I told you at one of my live stream, in Chernivtsi Oblast were found such popes, such priests. In west of Ukraine, that was like not surprising. That was kind of shock for me because Western Ukraine and Russian world, something, you know. So church is one of also one of the most painful story for me personally. As I said, I try not to talk to my friends about politics, about church, religion, and COVID, because you're gonna fight anyway. At the end of the conversation, you're gonna fight. Yes, what? Absolutely. Russia facilitated the fight in the air. They gave weapons to the rebels. Absolutely. Yes. But if you guys get into arguments with some pro-Russian followers, don't even do that, because I understood you're gonna just spoil your mood, you're gonna lose your energy, you will not convince them, you will not change their mind. Let them be in their shit. That's it. In their miserable fantasy world, because they still think they are the best. The army is the second world army, cool army, and like they're going to be happy, invade the whole world, and will show the feast to America. So you will never convince them until the person will start analyzing the information, the facts, really, not what they read only, but what is going on really. You cannot convince them. So it's just, monkey business, as I said, monkey business. You just waste your time, your efforts, your power, your energy. Let them sink in their, what's the name of this? Dirty water. Specific word. Bolota in Russian, but you understand. Where frogs are living. Where frogs are living. Leave them in peace. Leave them in peace. They will all understand, but sooner or later. Sooner or later. So, yeah, Juan. It's not likely Ukraine will be anything like Afghanistan. The terrorism there is in part about maintaining their culture. Absolutely, that's what I missed, but I wanted to tell. Yes, there is no contention culturally in Ukraine, land grab. Yes, absolutely. They are different people, different nationality. So that's in their blood, in their genetic. They are milking their kids, breasting their kids with a hatred, with these special skills, and bringing cultural traditions to new generations. So that's absolutely different story. I don't think. No, like militarized country, absolutely possible. Yeah, but not like Afghanistan. Definitely, I believe. Coast Johnson, is Ukraine still mad at the Crimean prosecutor Natalia Poklonskaya for 2014? Will she face punishment when it's over and Crimea is returned to Ukraine? I believe so. Yes, I believe so. Of course, must be. Every collaborant, every person sooner or later will be found abroad with some special service, no matter what. But who really helped and caused this war and caused actually deaths of thousands of people, severe deaths of thousands of people, they all will be punished sooner or later. Juan, I disagree. I think the weak stance of US has encouraged Russian invasion. And with this theory, I absolutely agree, 100%. We guys all together created the monster. We let him grow, and we all gave him the idea that he is so almighty, that he can blackmail the whole world, that he can do really what he wants because all the world is afraid of him, and that we did with our own hands. Even Macron, you remember, more than half of a year, we're talking about let's give him chance to save his face. For what? You all know already this is terrorism. You know all that you cannot trust him. You know all that you cannot agree with him. You know all that you can expect from him any shit what is possible in this world. His hands full of blood, thousands, dozens of thousands deaths of killed people, of blood of these people in on his hands. He has absolutely sick mind. For what he need to save the face? Is it not better to move this person and to put there some normal person, to change the governing style and to make it, like normal partnership? But if you know there is in the world exists such a maniac, so I don't think there is a place in this world for such a maniac. So Juan, with your theory, I absolutely agree. Weak position and letting him do what he want really caused all this what happened right now here, because everybody was afraid. That's really good. I have to finish, guys, but last words. Very good fairy tale, Russian fairy tale from Soviet Union, Chukovsky, about the cockroach. You remember probably the story I told you when all animals were really afraid of small cockroach because the cockroach were in such position that shadow makes him like the sun, and his shadow was huge with a huge, these antennas. So he was looking like a monster, but that was ordinary, simple cockroach. And he made to afraid absolutely all animals, starting from crocodiles up to elephants, huge lions, tigers, everybody. That's story, that's fairy tale, which is absolutely probably more than like 40 years old, this fairy tale. It's kind of poem for kids. Chukovsky Tarakaniще, cockroach. Maybe you will find the English version and you will enjoy it. Just 2 minutes of reading. But the story is the same. Somebody with the help of shadow make an image of huge monster who blackmailed and who kept all the rest of the animals in fear. And even mothers, like bear mothers, brought babies like to victimize to him that he can eat, to make him full. And then Sparrow came and just asked, are you all insane? Whom are you afraid of? This cockroach? Just this small, shitty, miserable thing. He pum and ate it. That's it. The end of the story. So he is still the ordinary physical person like all of us. And see what he managed to do, what he was allowed to do. That's, of course, unforgivable weakness. So the association with fairy tales, I guess you get, guys, and you understand it. Guys, I have to go because 2 minutes, I see 1 minute even, and Jana will be streaming for you right now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to controverse with your live streams. I love all of you. I thanks for your warm participation. I'm waiting for you. Tomorrow we keep this conversation. Please prepare your questions, what you wanted to ask me today, or probably some questions which I didn't manage to answer. But tomorrow I will be all yours for 2 hours and we continue this hot discussion. Okay? And for those guys who just joined us, I will show the video, 1 minute video about our channel. All the rest, kisses, and see you tomorrow. Okay?
Hello, привет, and welcome to UkraineDating.tv. Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day, 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Finally, now you have the opportunity to video chat live 7 days a week with different beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious women tick. Guys, I think you understand we're like David fighting Goliath here to bring you the truth once and for all. Our channel's purpose is to debunk the myth and stigma created by the toxic paper letter scam industry. And we hope you agree the best way to accomplish that is by giving you the opportunity to video chat with average Ukrainian girls that represent the real women of Ukraine. And then you be the judge about what's real and what's not. Guys, please know that we're doing this all for you. So do me a favor and subscribe to our new channel and help us help you, your fellow man, and help us bring Goliath to his knees. So guys, can I ask you to share this video with all your friends? Only together we can make a difference, guys.
Goodbye, guys. Join Жанna's live stream. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.